Hi, what's up, guys? Amigo Reels is here. Today I'm going to explain a movie called War of the Werewolf, released in 2021. Take your seats, the movie is about to start. At the start of the movie, we see a scientist putting a weird creature into his body. His eyes turn blue after that, and he converts into a werewolf. The scene cuts, and we see the main character of our movie, Long Jun. He was delivering goods via his car. Then Jun hears on the news that people are disappearing in the city very weirdly. Then Jun receives his uncle Zhang's call. He wishes him a happy birthday. Meanwhile, he sees a car upside down on the way. He tries to save the man in the car. As he gets into the car, the creature that we saw at the start of the movie comes out of the man's body and enters Jun's, and he also converts into a wolf. A team comprising of commanders comes there, and it seems that they have come there to catch him. But it was not enough. As soon as Jun converts into a werewolf, he kills everyone quite easily over there. At last, a lady fires a green bullet at him, and he runs away from there. The leader of those commanders was not happy with all this because he was desperately searching for someone for very long who might fit well with the creature, but he hasn't found someone of this caliber up till now. On the other hand, when Jun goes back home, he eats food like an animal, behaves like an animal, and at last, he vomits because he has eaten so much. When he sees himself in the mirror, he sees the reflection of a wolf. He gets very scared and gets unconscious in his bathtub. When he wakes up, he notices glaring changes in him. Like he can listen quite clearly from far off. He listens to news that goes like, the last night they saw the wolf scratches similar to those they saw 12 years ago. Jun gets extremely worried listening to all this. Amid all this, we see a man who had been keeping an eye on Jun. Jun saves a girl from an accident while going along the road. Similarly, he remembers his childhood. He remembers how two boys used to tease him, but Jun was too weak to reciprocate. But then his friend came and saved him. Then he remembers that his friend has a boxing match today, so he goes to see the match. There we see that his friend wins the fight, but her opponent throws her down from the ring after the match. Suddenly, Jun reaches there in time and saves her. Then the son of the owner of the boxing arena comes there and challenges Jun for a boxing match. Jun accepts his offer and goes on to fight him. Then we see Jun get knocked out after getting a single punch. Then we see the leader of the commander force, who has still kept an eye on Jun. Here we come to know that the scientist we saw at the start of the movie was Jun's father, who died due to some reason. Similarly, his mother also died due to illness. That's why Jun was alone since childhood. After that, we come to know that Jun is the last hope of the experiment conducted by a company because the creature that entered Jun's body got fully attached to his body. Therefore, the leader of the commander force, Zhao, asks commanders to catch him as soon as possible. On the other hand, when Jun comes to his senses, he was at his friend's home. She asks him why he accepted the challenge even after she asked him not to participate. He was about to tell her that. Suddenly, he notices a bandage on her face made by the cellular company. His father and the lady that tried shooting Jun that night used to work for the company. Then Jun's friend shows him the picture of her brother, who disappeared mysteriously. Jun says that he has seen her brother at that company. Then a few men from the company came there to catch him. To get away from them, Jun hides under their car. To track them, he places his phone in their car. Then his friend asks, why had they come here? He tells her that, they came to take me, because there is a creature inside me and they are researching that creature. Then, Jun decides to meet his uncle Zhang to know more about it. When he enters the lab to meet his uncle, he notices that the lab is being set on fire. He saves him from the fire and starts asking about the company from his uncle, but his uncle doesn't know much about it. When Jun was going back home, we again see someone following him. This time, Jun catches the guy and takes him to his friend's home. He says that he doesn't want to follow him, but he wants to know about the cellular company, therefore he was following him. Moreover, he was a hacker too. He has caught many renowned criminals quite easily. Now Jun asks the guy to join him as he provides him with information about the company. He tells Jun that this is a company famous for oil, but the company has a dark side too. They import illegal chemical weapons from abroad. Uncle Zhang and Jun's father also used to work for the company. Then he tells Jun's friend that he contacted her brother before he disappeared. Then he tells, all those who disappear are given an option to play a game before that. Jun's friend agrees with him and says her brother got the same offer. The next day, Jun was going somewhere with his friend. He receives a call from the guy who told him everything about the company. Before he tells him anything, suddenly Zhao and her army come here. Jun agrees to go with them to save his friend. Jun goes with them, but his friend keeps chasing the car and finally stops it. As she was a very good boxer, she fights valiantly with commanders. And she takes Jun with her. Then they both visit Uncle Zhang. They ask everything about it from him. Uncle Zhang tells everything to him. He says that Jun's father used to work for the company. They were planning to make a medicine that could cure any disease, but when everyone gets to know about Jun's father's death, they got very sad. Therefore, they ended that operation too. Then, after listening to Zhang, Jun asks him the reason for his father's death. He tells him that he got very sad when Zhang's mother died of illness, therefore he refused to keep working with the cellular company. But the company didn't like it. Therefore, they locked him inside a room and set the room on fire and he died. Zhang gets extremely angry after listening to all that. But Uncle Zhang stopped him from taking any action against the company, as it was a very powerful company. Then the leader of that company, along with his men, comes there and shoots Uncle Zhang in front of him. Zhang gets very angry seeing him dying like this. Therefore, he turned into a wolf and started fighting against them. During the fight, Zhang gets shot by the green bullet and he turns normal. Before they would catch him, Zhang's friend throws him out of the window so that no one can catch him. Then the boy also comes there and asks Zhang not to do anything because they are not fully ready up till now. He tells him that they can't hurt your friend unless they catch you. Zhang trusts him after listening to all that. He goes from there and sits near the ocean. He starts remembering his old memories. He sees his locket too. There is a picture of him wearing gloves with his father in the locket. When he shows the locket to that guy, he tells him that his father died in a gym. So they reach there. He sees some scratches of the wolf's claws over there. He sees a box there. He opens the box with his locket. He finds a tape inside the box. His father has recorded. He tells Zhang about the experiment in it. He made a drug to save his mother. He tested it on himself before his mother, but she dies before that. Then he stopped the experiment, but many people in that company started using that drug as a weapon. Many people lost their lives due to it. So he decided to stop all illegal works of the company. On the other hand, we see that the company's leader was in Zhang's lab and he was trying to get rid of all evidence. Then he finds an object there. As he was examining the object, suddenly, someone kills him. On the other hand, Zhang has reached the experiment lab of the company. They all kill security guards there with the help of their gadgets. Then we see Zhang's friend. As she looks around, she sees her brother in the next room. She consoles her brother by saying that Zhang will eventually come to save them. When Zhang reaches the facility lab, too many people come there, but he kills all of them with the help of his power. After that, they need to gather evidence against the company. Therefore, they go in completely different directions. Zhang reaches to save his friend. As he searches for the keys to save his friend, Uncle Zhang comes there. Zhang tells him that he has made the medicine that his father wanted to make with his blood. Before Zhang would say anything, a video of Zhang and his father starts playing there, where Zhang can see Zhang convincing his dad to cooperate with the company to make the chemical weapon. Zhang's father was stopping him. Therefore, he left Zhang's father in that room alone, which was on fire. After seeing that, Zhang realizes the company's mastermind was no one else but Uncle Zhang, who killed his father too. After that, the assistant of the company's leader comes there and tells him that Zhang is the company's mastermind. She was telling all this to Zhang because Zhang killed the company's leader too, therefore she started shooting him. But Zhang doesn't seem bothered by it at all, because he had already injected the medicine into his blood he made using Zhang's blood. After that, he starts converting into a werewolf slowly. Similarly, Zhang also starts converting into a werewolf. After that, they fight a lot. They come outside while fighting. Zhang's friend and her brother also come outside. Zhang's friend ties a rope around Zhang's neck, trying to save Zhang. He injures Zhang's friend in return. Before he kills her, Zhang pulls Zhang upward with a rope. Zhang gives his friend an electrical wire, and they kill him through it. Then, at the end of the movie, we see Zhang, who is reading a book while sitting in his home. Then we know that all missing individuals have been found, but all of them have weird spots on their bodies. Zhang has also revealed the company's reality in front of everyone, and the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. We will see you in the next one.